really windy, so my chimes are going off. But melon seedlings, the bigger yellow broccolis. This is a bunch of measles that came over some of the other ones. Oh, the tomatoes are already too. And then some more melons. So I kicked them out yesterday. Overnight it was 55, so I left them out, and then I'm gonna bring everybody back in tonight when it's gonna be in the 40s overnight. Random warm streak. This really windy weather is bringing in the cold again. So I'll go show you the garden in the back. And that bathroom is finally getting torn out 2 days ago and today by a contractor. So it'll be going back in over the next week, and I'm excited. So let's pop out back. Oh, and I have daffodils and stuff coming up everywhere. Okay, out back. Okay, had to stop the construction a little bit. I guess they were going to try to put down the floor now, but I could have sworn that the plumber was supposed to come in to fix the pipes before we put the floor down again. So they need to talk amongst themselves. Anyway, those rosehip roses are coming in. The other rose cuttings are coming in too. Oh, I should have shown you them on the porch, but oh well, later. What else is coming in? I think that's Scarlet. And who else do I have? I have Good King Henry. That might actually be Good King Henry. I'm excited. I don't know if the Alexanders are coming back in. I think this was the, yep, this was the pot with the Alexanders. I've been pushing the grass back. I really should cut it, but I've already done a ton today, so I don't want to stress out my back too much. What else? I put this plastic contractor bag here. Apparently people use that as composters too, because I have way too much more than I'll fit in the composters, and they've doubled in price, and I'm not paying twice as much, so that's that. Pulling out some grass here. Don't know what kind of pumpkin-y plant that is. Interesting. Another one over here. I don't know if he's a melon or what. Huh, you know, I wonder if it isn't a melon. Guess we'll find out soon enough. The rhubarb that I thought died, a little piece of it is actually coming back, which is great. There were some holes in here dug up. Yesterday when I came in, there was a squirrel in here, despite the fact that I put the net back up. So when I came, I'm the crazy person that yells at squirrels outside in their yard for the block. So I was yelling at the squirrel in here when I came out here, and I saw it. It had dug up some peas and a fava bean, so I tucked them back in. And I actually gave everybody water. Look, it's my peas. And I'm excited because I put that sluggo stuff down. So these are those English peas that have come up. Where is it? There. English peas that have come up. And what else? I ripped up those carrots because I read that carrots, if you let them bloom, can cross with Queen Anne's lace, and this is the geographical range for that, and there's lots of wild not cultivated land, even though it used to be farms here, but still, I'm assuming it crossed with Queen Anne's lace, so I ripped up a lot of it. There's still some left, but I guess I'll go through and weed it out. But these potato onions look great. My gourds are doing well. One of these, this one has a couple of soft spots, so I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I will just leave it for an interesting birdhouse. What is it? Radicchio, looking good. More peas coming up here, which I'm excited about. I gave it all a water last night. Ooh, and on that row too. So I gave it all a water last night. So it should be coming up now. I think it's gonna cool off in like a week and a half again. Hopefully it doesn't get into a deep freeze again. Last frost date isn't for like 5 to 6 weeks. I definitely jumped the gun, like I said, but if it's gonna be another one of those hot years where the last frost is early April again, like last year. I will have perfectly timed this all. And I don't know if you can see that house over there, but apparently that's the kind of beast that's going up here. So I'll definitely have a block on the early morning sunshine in the summer. But I mean, I planned this on being the back anyway, because there is south, so I'll still be getting most of the sunshine. No squirrels in here yet. Today I did go through and spray that bottle of disgusting wolf's pee that's been marinating in my shed for 2 years now on the posts. I'm excited that the berry bushes are growing in. What else? Doesn't look like there's holes yet again today, which is nice. What else was I gonna say? There was something else. I moved the red vein sorrel yesterday. I pretty much just like unceremoniously ripped it out of the ground and then went to go water it in a little bit because it was right here, so it was getting shade from the green sorrel all the time. Here's more lettuce that'll probably immediately go to seed. Hopefully these aren't carrots from the seed from last year. Look at all the radishes. The sorrel's coming in okay. I started nibbling on it a little bit. I give these composters a spin every once in a while. I moved their bases down here maybe like a week ago so that I can spin them without having to kick them around. Life is way easier, which is nice. Squirrel dug up that closer passion fruit vine pot last week, which was terrible. I don't think it really got to the roots. I don't know if these things resprout from the roots year on and year in. What else? Something about the berry bushes. Well, completely forgot. Wish I didn't have such a bad memory. I guess that's it then. The dandelions are coming in nicely. This is typical yellow North American. Also typical yellow North American. Same with that one. These ones are white. There and there and there. And then these ones are the pink ones, and then I have more on the porch still. Oh, and I got some more of these metal poles. They arrived a couple days ago, and I'm going to install them right there on the entrance to the garden. I think I have more of this mesh. I haven't checked exactly how much. I guess I should look at my order to see how much I ordered. I think it was twice as much as I needed, maybe. So I should have the same amount-ish left, and then I can train the noodle beans and some of the melons or something all over it, and it'll be nice. Even though, you know what, some of those temperate kiwis are sprouting little buds. Unfortunately, so far I think it's only the male vines, which is kind of useless for fruit, right? But if more of them sprout, then maybe I'll just, right, because I haven't had a chance to pull the septic out of the yard yet, so I don't want to install a nice arbor or anything in here yet, because then I'll have to get ripped out, depending on where and how and stuff gets routed. But maybe I'll just grow kiwis here on a vine there, on a vine trellis there, and then I'll have passion fruits here, and I'll just have like the strangest temperate garden. Or, you know, I could put a trellis here and see how it works out, or here. I don't know. Well, we'll see what I do. Maybe I reinforce the back here and, like, I don't know, espalier some of those fruit trees, or train the kiwis across it or something. If there's gonna be houses blocking back here anyway, then it doesn't really matter if there's a back wall full of tasty plants. But there's plenty of time for that. Oh, I remembered what I was gonna say. Over here, maybe I should sweep up the sand and put it in the pots. But I ripped the really sturdy grasses and stuff out of the Venus flytraps. I dumped the pots that were obviously dead from last year, and then I picked up, I upturned these pots and then broke off half the potting mix and put it on the other side so that the middle of the rhizome was in the middle of the pot, and I called it good because I'm not mixing up fresh potting mix with the state of my back and everything. Actually, I should move this. Ooh, perfect, I can rip these things out. So, that's that. Repotted some things. Okay, that's it for this week. See y'all's next week. Oh, and I think this was our 2-year 104 vlogs anniversary. It's been 2 years since I picked up the camera after the first week or two after COVID lockdowns that they were saying let's all stay at home for a couple of weeks to flatten the curve, and here it is 2 years later. Anyway, maybe we'll have commentary about that next time. Okay, bye till next week.